Hey everyone. A Vimana is a word with several meanings ranging from temple or palace to flying machines described in Sanskrit texts like Yajurveda, Mahabharata, Samarangana Sutradhara, Rigveda, Ramayana, and even older ones. As well as being able to fly within Earth's atmosphere, Vimanas were also said to be able to travel into space and travel underwater. Today, let's know about the ancient flying machines known as Vimana. Let's start the video, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Vimanas of various shapes and sizes with 2 or more engines were sophisticated flying machines equipped with deadly weapons, and though they were used for ordinary travel and transports, their main purpose was warfare. Vimanas can fly at great heights with the aid of quicksilver and a great propulsive wind. These Vimanas could apparently travel vast distances and maneuver upwards, downwards, and forwards. Some Vimanas were saucer-shaped while others were cigar-shaped. The Vimanas, often described as shining flying cars or celestial cars, were kept in a Vimana Griha, a type of hangar. The Vedas and ancient Hindu poems, thought to be the oldest of all the Indian texts, describe Vimanas of various shapes and sizes. According to Veda, the Surya Dev, that is god of sun, and Indra Dev, that is god of thunder, and several other Vedic deities are transported by flying wheeled chariots depicted to be pulled by animals, usually horses. In 1975, Swami Dayanand Saraswati concluded, after having studied the Rig Veda, that flying machines did exist in ancient India. In the Ramayana, we have descriptions of a special airplane called Pushpak Vimana. The plane originally belonged to Kubera, who was half-brother of Ravana, the demon king and arch-villain in the story of Ramayana. Pushpak Vimana was built by Vishwakarma under the orders of Brahma, that is, the god of creation. The Pushpak Vimana was a gigantic plane of the size of a large city, entirely capable of holding unlimited number of people. Unfortunately, sometime later, Ravana stole the ship from him and began using it for his own wicked ends. He used it to even kidnap and carry away Sita to his capital Lanka. He also used it in his war against Rama. After he was killed in the final battle, his brother Vibhishana, who succeeded him as king, suggested Lord Rama to use the plane to go back home, that is Ayodhya, without losing further time. The author of the epic gave a graphic description of the aerial view of the earth as a plane travelled over the subcontinent on its way to Ayodhya. The description was so accurate that according to some, it corresponded with the aerial view of the subcontinent from the outer space. It is evident that ancient Indians flew around in these Vimana all over Asia to Atlantis presumably, and even apparently to South America. Writings found at Mohenjo-daro in Pakistan is uncannily similar to the writing found on Easter Island called Rongo Rongo writing. In the Mahabharata, an individual named Asura Maya had a Vimana measuring 12 cubits in circumference with 4 strong wheels. The Mahabharata also mentions the use of flying chariots powered by lightning, capable of flying long distances into the solar system and beyond. There are descriptions of a King Salva using a flying machine to attack Dwarka, and how Lord Krishna fought with him and destroyed the flying machine. Interestingly, in the Mahabharata, we also find information about the terrible weapons belonging to the ancient Indian gods that, in the light of our present-day knowledge, do sound uncannily like nuclear weapons. Another work called the Samarangana Sutradhara contains 230 stanzas that are devoted to flight. It describes in detail every possible aspect of flying. The International Academy of Sanskrit Research in Mysore, India conducted a study of this ancient text and published its findings in a book called Aeronautics, a manuscript from the prehistoric past. In 1875, The Vaimanika Shastra, an ancient Indian text written by sage Bharadwaja using even older texts as a source, was rediscovered in a temple in India. It dealt with the operation of Vimanas and included information on the steering, precautions for long flights, protection of the airships from storms and lightning, and how to switch the drive to solar energy from a free energy source which sounds like anti-gravity. Later, in 1895, Shivkur Bapuji Talpade, a Hindu scientist, attempted to construct a flying machine called Marut Shakha, based on an ancient text instruction which travelled 1800 feet before crashing to earth. Vaimanika Shastra was rewritten by Pandit Subbaraya Shastri, who dictated it during the year 1918 to 1923. It contains 3,000 shlokas in 8 chapters, which Shastri claimed was physically delivered to him by the ancient Hindu sage Bharadwaja. According to the Vaimanika Shastra, the Vimanas of the ancient texts were actually true aerodynamic flying machines. Texts contain details of the construction of these unbreakable machines as well as a number of secrets such as turning the machines invisible, making them motionless, and performing supernatural abilities like causing your enemies to lose consciousness or photographing the insides of their planes. The text also describes in detail the construction of what is called the Mercury vortex engine in the forerunner of the ion engines being made today. The text was translated to Hindi in 1959 and later in English in 1973. Sixth book written by 9 Unknown Men, a secret society founded by Emperor Ashoka, contains Secret of Gravitation. This book, known to historians but not actually seen by them, dealt chiefly with gravity control. It is presumably still around somewhere, kept in a secret library in India, Tibet, or elsewhere. Ashoka kept work secret because he was afraid that the advanced science catalogued by these men would be used for the evil purpose of war. The 9 Unknown Men wrote a total of 9 books, presumably one each. It is claimed that a few years ago, the Chinese discovered some Sanskrit documents in Lhasa, Tibet, and sent them to the University of Chandigarh to be translated. A few years ago, reports surfaced on the internet of a Vimana discovered by the United States military in a cave somewhere in Afghanistan. As incredible as that itself sounds, the Vimana was also allegedly encased in a time well, leading to the disappearance of the last 8 soldiers who attempted to retrieve it. Many think they were talking about ancient UFOs, others say is pure myth. Still, not only these are precise descriptions of machines, but one can also find an astonishing resemblance in the new NASA vehicle, Dragon, launched by SpaceX. Well, that's it for today. I hope you're liking Nerdies discoveries. Can't wait for the next video to learn more and be fascinated about. See you on the next. Bye.